Hey YouTube, Rook here from Rook Geek. Goodness, my little channel in the web for all things geeky and cool. And this video, guys, is my SuperCon 2018 Part 2 video, my haul video, and my description or my breakdown of the actual SuperCon 2018 itself. If you didn't catch Part 1, I'll click the link right over here. It's an eye above my head. Watch that video first before you actually watch this video. So basically what I'm talking about in this particular video is my experiences at this actual con this year for the SuperCon 2018. It was a really good convention all in all. I went only on Saturday. From Thursday till Sunday, they had estimated about 60,000 people attending the show in Fort Lauderdale, South Florida. Very, very large attendee amount in my honest opinion. Would I still consider it a medium convention? I think it's a little higher now. I think it'd be like a medium to a large convention, like a medium-large convention now. I would say it's bigger than medium as far as the attendance from what I've heard. The parking was much better this year than it was last year. Last year they didn't have enough police, they didn't have enough parking. On the way to the actual convention itself, there was signs telling you where parking lots were, which is very, very cool. We had a parking garage right by the convention center. We were on the 4th floor, and it was very, very easy to get down to the convention center. Now, one thing I want to talk about is you saw in my first part of my video, I had a lot of tents. These tents actually were spanning the side of the entire convention center. You'd walk through these tents, and I don't know if they had metal detectors built into them. I was confused by these tents because they didn't use the tents last year. You had to have your phone out because all the tickets that you had to purchase at this convention could only be purchased online. That's the only way to get these tickets. So you're just walking straight through. Now, cosplayers, they basically were stopped to basically do bag checks. We had bags, we walked straight through. There was zero bag checks at all. We went right through maybe those metal detectors to tell us, hey, you know, to be pulled aside. We didn't get pulled aside at all. We went straight in. It was literally almost a quarter of a mile to go from where the tents were all the way down to get your actual tickets, your wristband. So it was a long walk to get into the convention center. As you saw in the Part 1 video, I did a lot of cosplayers. I did a lot of music. I didn't have to attend the convention as long as I wanted to. What I mean by that is that the actual the showroom where you could buy stuff, I wasn't there as long as I wanted to be because we went to do panels about halfway through the day. We were waiting for panels to get from panel to panel. It was on the 3rd floor, so we had to wait and do a lot of walking. We went from panel to panel from the entire auditorium, from the entire convention center rather, from one side of the building to the other. So there was a long walk between both points. We actually enjoyed a really cool panel. We saw a guy from Doctor Who. We saw Robin Lloyd Taylor, which I want to talk about him absolutely in this video. And we did the FSCW, which is the Florida SuperCon Championship Wrestling for Cosplay. So it's a cosplay thing where they have guys dressed up, and they're actually real wrestlers dressed up in cosplay outfits doing wrestling. So it's really, really cool. So basically why you guys are probably here is my haul video. So let's actually talk about what I picked up. First thing is I want to show you kind of the front of the program. This is the SuperCon program, what it would look like. Pretty cool program. They spent a lot of money on this program because it is full color. There's color on every single page. They spent a ton of money printing these programs out. So it was a really cool program. It was sort of like you could see a lot of people that are there. They had a lot of cosplay stuff here. You had Skeletor in the corner over here. So really, really cool. Tells you the date of the program. I'm going to keep it mainly for my personal scrapbooks. Me and my girlfriend have a scrapbook of the conventions we go to and some of the artwork. Artwork itself this year, I only got one piece. And it goes with this thing here, which was a t-shirt. We wanted to get this shirt last year, but they didn't have the size. So we got it this year. It's the Game of Thrones, Game is Over, Deadpool sitting on the Game of Thrones throne, the Iron Throne, which we wanted to get our hands on. Really cool piece. I do like that shirt a lot. And we picked up, when you buy the shirt, you get an art print of your choice. So we wanted to get the same art print as the actual t-shirt. Very cool art print, if you want my honest opinion here. So one of the things I want to definitely add to my convention survival guide is getting a decent sized tote bag. It's extremely important having enough storage to carry all your stuff around the convention center. And this was very, very cool. Geico had a big booth there, and of course you go up to them, you give them basically your driver's license. It would lead to, of course, people calling you or sending you emails. I think you could opt out of it, but one of the things they did, every single person who went there, you got this massive Geico bag. This bag is really, really big. You can see how big this bag is. It's rather large, big handles here, but this held a lot of our stuff. Myself and my girlfriend both got one of these big old bags. This thing is an awesome thing to have to go to a convention. It is a huge, huge tote bag. I highly recommend getting a tote bag. If you can get a decent sized bag, you definitely want to have that for a convention. Now, when you went through this entire booth, you could play it like a matching game, like you would match objects. It is timed, and there's no winner or loser for it that I personally saw. Maybe just bragging rights to put your initials up on a board. But you had a Plinko board that when you exited the actual booth, you put a Plinko disc in, and I actually won the mystery prize. Mystery prize was the Gecko, the Geico Gecko, dressed up as a superhero. Which is kind of cool because in my last year's SuperCon video, the part 1 video of SuperCon 2017, the Geico Gecko was dressed up as a superhero in the same sort of outfit. He looks really, really cool. Of course, there'll be a shot of him in my light box. Looks really, really cool. Now, what did I actually get for my haul video? Let's actually talk about it here. Everything will be in Lightbox, of course. I got at FYE, I went and picked up the new Predator pop from the brand new Predator movie coming out at the, I think, in a month or two, I believe. This is a brand new Predator figure. Looks really, really cool. I think they did a really good job with this Predator. It's from the Pop Movies line number 620. Really cool item. Next, also at FYE, I picked up the Weird Al exclusive, which is the Fat outfit. Of course, the spoof of Michael Jackson's Bad outfit from his Fat album from Pop Rocks number 75. Looks really, really cool. I was very, very happy to get this one. They only made 2 Weird Al pops. They had this one and the one with the accordion. That was the standard version. This is the exclusives here. Very, very cool pop. Highly recommend getting this guy. My girlfriend is a big fan of the Jetsons and Flintstones. So we picked up some Flintstone pops, and we picked up a couple other ones, but we went to a particular booth, and they had a huge discount. 5 pops for $30. They had a few chases and exclusives on a back wall, but if you bought any of the 5, let's say you bought 5 commons, they were $30. So it's $6 a piece. So first we're looking at the Jetsons pop animation 365. Of course, this is George Jetson. Looks really good. There's, of course, only 3 items in this particular wave that are listed, so I was very, very happy to get this one. Of course, it does say George Jetson here. Next, we have Rosie. Looks very, very good. Very happy to get Rosie. Nice pop right there, Rosie. Looks really cool. Happy about that one. And of course, we got Astro because we got all 3 in the wave. That's all they had of this particular wave. This was pop 366. So Astro was 366, George was 365, Rosie was 367. Looks great. Of course, everything again will be in the light box. At that same booth, I'm picking up the entire wave of this. I have not yet gotten it. Princess Bride, we got Wesley. I love The Princess Bride, one of my favorite movies of all time. The chase version of him is the masked version of the Dread Pirate Roberts, or Wesley dressed up in the full costume. So he looks good as well. There's only 3 items available in this wave. I'm going to be picking up the other 2 not at Comic-Con this coming weekend, which will be at Tate's Comics. He did have the other 2, which of course was Buttercup and Inigo Montoya. Of course, I'll get these 2 right here this coming weekend. And of course, like I said, there was a chase version of the Wesley pop. So very cool item. Of course, you guys know I'm a big wrestling fan, and I wanted to get this one. They did not have the chase, but I had to pick him up just because he's one of my favorite wrestlers back in the 80s, Jake the Snake Roberts. There is a chase version of him, different color snake, different color pants. Very cool looking pop. I wanted this guy for a while. I think he looks really, really good. This is pop number 51 in the WWE wave, if you were curious. And then one of the main reasons why I went to the actual convention itself was they had Robin Lloyd Taylor there. He's the guy who played Gotham's Penguin from the TV show. I actually got an autograph with him. Me and my girlfriend had a picture with him, and he did. I was able to pick up the Oswald Cobblepot pop that that I originally was going to talk about in my beginning of my part 1 video, but I cut that piece out. He did sign it. It does say Cheers on it in purple. It looks really, really good. I'm very, very happy to get this guy for for my collection. This pop was extremely hard to find. Most locations did not even have this pop. It's not in the most pristine shape, but I got the best one I could find. That was $15 when I bought that one, which is what I was basically benchmarking this pop as what I thought it would cost. Would be about 15 bucks is what I was thinking going into the actual convention itself. I found only 2 booths, this one and another booth. The other booth had this guy for 10 bucks, had the Oswald Cobblepot for $10. But I was able to find him for $15, get it signed. It's the very first Funko Pop that I actually have signed in my collection. I'm extremely happy to have that pop in my collection. I want to get more signed stuff, but that's the only one I currently found. I did find the vinyl pop protector that held it in place. One booth had them, but those were not the really weak, very, very thin vinyl materials. It's more thicker material. It feels almost like a physical vinyl material. It's very, very durable. I won't say it's better than a pop case, but the guy was sort of plugging the pop case saying, oh, that one's going to fall apart, the bottom will fall out. This one, I mean, honestly, is not going anywhere. It's very, very secure. It's very, very sturdy. You can hear it up to the mic. So it is good material. It's very, very sturdy and very, very thick. I got these for $3 a piece as far as these plastics. So I was very, very happy about my purchases. I wish I had more time in the dealer room, because we went up, like I said a couple minutes ago. We went up early because of the panels and the wrestling show. I wish I had more time because there was a couple shirts I wanted to get my hands on and I did not get them. I wish I could have picked up maybe some actual Black Series stuff. I wanted the Captain Wolf, but I was not able to get the Captain Wolf from the Star Wars Black Series. That's a GameStop exclusive. I'm still looking for that one as well. So I think all in all, it was a very good show. I highly recommend anyone in the Fort Lauderdale area, if you're going to it next year, definitely go to SuperCon 2019 now. I believe, I don't know if it's in the same place. It might be going back to Miami. I think it might be going back to Miami. I could be wrong, but it was a very, very packed actual place. There was a lot of people. You had to really navigate your way through because it was really, really packed. And you could tell there was a lot of dealers, a lot of people in the showroom, a lot of cosplayers. I highly recommend going to SuperCon. It was a great, great show. So I hope you like my part 2, which is my haul video. Definitely click that like button. Always click subscribe. When you subscribe to the channel, definitely click the bell icon to be notified of my latest videos. I haven't talked about it in a while, but right over here will be my P.O.Box. If you want to send anything for me to review, if you want to send anything for me to do a QA, definitely send it to my P.O. Box. I haven't got a whole lot of stuff recently. I definitely want to get some stuff for the P.O. Box. I want to showcase it off on the channel. And of course, last but not least, you can click Windows over here to watch more of my content. Take care, guys. I'll see you next video, and bye-bye.